Today, we are going to dive into one of the most incredible and, honestly, most overlooked systems in your body. We're talking about the amazing engine that keeps you running every single second, your respiratory system. Go ahead, do it with me right now. Just take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Feels good, right? You do that thousands of times a day without even thinking about it. But have you ever actually stopped to wonder what just happened? Where did that air go? Well, let's follow it and find out. So before we trace the path that air takes, let's get down to the most basic question of all. Why? Why is breathing the most important thing we do? It really truly boils down to this one single powerful word. Every single thing you do, every move, every thought, every heartbeat, it all needs energy. And that oxygen you're breathing in, that's the absolute key to unlocking it all. Okay, so the secret to all this energy is a molecule called ATP. The best way to think about ATP is like this. Imagine your body is filled with trillions of tiny rechargeable batteries. That's ATP. And the fastest, most efficient way to charge up all of those little batteries is by using oxygen. It's that simple. No oxygen, no power. But making energy, that's just the main event. Your respiratory system is a total rock star. It's also your body's garbage disposal service for wastes like carbon dioxide. It's the instrument that lets you talk, shout, and sing. It's a master chemist, keeping your body's internal environment perfectly balanced. And, oh yeah, it's also how you can smell things like fresh-baked cookies. Pretty incredible for just one system, huh? All right, buckle up, our journey's about to begin. We're going to follow one single gulp of air as it travels down what I like to call the air superhighway. Now, scientists have a fancier name for it, the conducting zone. But that's all it is, a highway to get air from point A to point B. And this right here, this is our roadmap. We're going to trace the route all the way from your nose down deep into your chest. Let's hit the road. So our first stop is the nasal cavity. Think of this as the welcome center. It's where the air gets warmed up, cleaned, and humidified, prepped for its journey. From there, it zips down the pharynx, which is just the back of your throat. Then it hits the larynx. That's your voice box, which acts like a traffic cop, making sure the air goes down the right pipe, which is our next stop, the trachea, or windpipe. This is the main highway, headed straight for the lungs. We've made it into the chest, and just like a real highway system when you get near a big city, this main road is about to split into a massive, sprawling network of smaller and smaller roads. This brings us deep inside your lungs to an incredible branching structure that looks so much like an upside-down tree that it's actually called the bronchial tree. And here you can see exactly what I mean. That main windpipe, the trachea, splits into two big branches called the primary bronchi, one for each lung. And from there, they just keep splitting and splitting and splitting, getting smaller and smaller. It's a brilliant design that makes sure air can get to every last nook and cranny of your lungs. Okay, so our little puff of air has traveled down the highway, through all the branching streets, and now it's reached the end of the line. It's at its final destination. This is it. This is where the real reason for this whole journey is about to happen. Welcome to the main event, folks. All that traveling, all that branching, it was all just to get the air right here, to what's called the respiratory zone. This is the place where the magic actually happens. And you gotta remember, everything we've looked at so far, that was just the delivery system. The respiratory zone is the destination. This is the exact spot where the oxygen our body so desperately needs is finally handed off to our blood. So where exactly is this magical place? Check out this close-up view. At the very tip of the tiniest little branches, we find these amazing clusters that look just like tiny bunches of grapes. These are the alveoli. You have hundreds of millions of these little air sacs. And this is ground zero for breathing. And the process here is just beautiful in its simplicity. Your blood vessels are wrapped all around these alveoli, so your blood shows up carrying waste, carbon dioxide, and it just drops it off into the alveoli for you to breathe out. And in that exact same instant, it picks up the fresh oxygen you just breathed in. It's a perfect swap. Fuel in, garbage out. Done. So we know why we breathe, and we know where the magic happens. But how does the air actually move in and out? Let's take a quick look at the mechanics behind it all. Well, the fancy science word for it is ventilation, but it's really just the physical act of moving air. Inhalation is breathing in, exhalation is breathing out. Your body is super clever. It just changes the pressure inside your chest, which makes air rush in, and then it relaxes, and the air flows right back out. It's simple, it's rhythmic, and it works perfectly.
Okay, time for a quick pop quiz to make sure this all sticks. Based on the journey we just took, can you remember which parts were the air superhighway and which parts were the final destination?
Let's see how you did. The highway, the parts that just move the air. That includes the trachea, pharynx, larynx, and all those branching bronchi. And the destination, where that great gas exchange happens, that's all about those tiny alveoli and their little connecting ducts. You got it. And now for one final absolutely amazing number. On an average day, your body performs this entire incredible process more than 17,000 times. Think about that. That's once every 5 seconds or so, all day, every day. 17,000 times a day, your body manages this incredible journey of warming, cleaning, delivering, and swapping out gases, all without you having to think about it even once. So here's a thought to leave you with. If your body can do all of that on autopilot, what other amazing things is it doing for you right now without you even noticing?